Okay, so let me ask you a question. Where did your dad work when you were growing up? My father worked in two important places: the United States Post Office, very important position he had there. And also, he worked prior to that for a company that puts a lot of sweet treats in our home. Okay, the National Biscuit Company is what they used to call it 1,000 years ago. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, but it's the bonus show. And we're winding down these bonus shows, and I hope you're enjoying them. Let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate feedback. Let me know if you're enjoying the bonus show. Thank you. So I remember back in the old days, I used to tap my dad on the shoulder. Dad, when is the best time to get packages out before the holiday season? So back then it was very much more simplistic, okay? Because unfortunately I lost my dad a long time ago. But back in the 70s, okay, when he was still around, he would say something like, I don't know, maybe the 10th or the 12th. Okay, lots of dates have changed since then. Okay, and also lots of United States Postal Service options have changed in terms of delivery. So I thought, well, like for myself, I like to get my Christmas cards out routinely by Black Friday. That's me. I like to get them out on that day. I like to sit down. I like to personally write my little notes, take my time, sip my hot chocolate, put on Christmas music in the background while everybody else is shopping till they're dropping, because for the most part, by Black Friday, I'm pretty much almost always finished. But that's me. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own little routine. But I definitely like to get my cards out by that date, not because it's not going to get there on time. It's just a habit of mine that I formed. Everybody else could go shop till they drop on Black Friday, but I'll sit around writing out cards. It works for me. All right, got to find what works for you. But I wanted to mention, I looked this up, I Googled it, and I'm going to give you some dates that I believe would be very helpful for the listener. Okay, so USPS Ground Advantage Service, that would be December 18th. Next, first class mail service, which is way after Black Friday's date. First class mail, December 18th. Priority mail, December 19th. Priority mail express service, December 21. Now, for addresses in Alaska and Hawaii, earlier deadlines apply. Okay, so keep that in mind. For in Alaska or Hawaii, USPS Ground Advantage Service, December 16th. First class mail service, December 18th. Priority mail service, December 19th. And priority mail express service, December 20th. Well, if Dad was around, he would also say, just get it out as soon as possible. Not to mention avoiding, the longer lines. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have a frustration level with waiting and waiting and waiting. There are things we could do to make life a little bit easier. And in general, let's talk about shipping on this bonus show. Again, let me know in the comment section below if you enjoy the bonus shows. Okay. Listen, anywhere or anyhow that I could get free shipping somewhere if I'm doing something, yay, yay. 9 out of 10. Of course, the cost is built into the price. But what am I really paying the little bit extra for? The convenience. The convenience of having the place that I order from drop ship or mail to or send to directly to the recipient. To me, that's so worth it. It is. Think about that for a minute. You don't have to get in your car. You don't have to pay for extra gas. You don't have extra long lines to wait. This is the time of the year. And I have to say, as I sit here sipping my wonderful first cup of Joe for the day, which still only cost me around 40 cents, which is pretty darn good. And if you've been listening to me for a long time, you know that my cup of Joe started out at a quarter, but with, changes going on and all that, 40 cents is still a deal. So as I enjoy my 40 cents cup of joe, the way I like it, I get to think about all these things that are really important. No, no, seriously, all goofing aside, if you could make your life simple, simplicity keeps coming back as the word of the year, even though it was my official word of the year about 3 years ago. Every January, I pick out a word of the year for the new year. Simplicity keeps coming back to mind every time. It's a winner, hands down. It is absolutely a winner, winner, hands down. I'm just saying. So, going back to the simple days, with dad, he just gave me a rough estimate. Just leave it at December 10th. Now, I don't know. Now, that was way back in the 70s, okay? It was different. Technology was very not advanced as like right now. So yeah, maybe people weren't sending out as much stuff back then either. Because back in the old days, it goes to show like the way things work back in the day. Most of the time, people directly gave each other Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, whatever you want to call it. People exchange presents a lot more directly in person back in the 70s. All the things we do are a reflection of the things we do. Think about that. If we're giving gifts directly to each other, then obviously we don't have to ship it. And of course, that's another option. If you know you're going to see the person or more than one person at a gathering, heck yeah, bring the package with you and directly hand it to the person. You get to see the smile on their face in person. You also don't have to go to the post office, which nothing against post office. Goodness gracious, do we need the post office, right? We do. The post office took a huge hit when email came into fruition. I don't know if you might realize that, but when email came into fruition, wow, quite the while ago. Email has been around quite the while ago now, like what, 25, 30 years about? I'm thinking. But the post office took a big hit initially on that. Wait a minute. You mean I don't have to type something up, put it in some sort of a vessel that magically sends it to someone else's home? And don't forget the postage. Yeah. So a lot of evolution on the post office. I ought to talk about that one day. Being the daughter of a postal worker, I'm just saying. And by the way, I am going to say this. People take our mail carriers very, very much for granted. A lot, not all, but most people do. They're just like the little fixture that comes in with their little wagon and presents the mail. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. So I say this around the holiday time, give them a big fat thank you. Thank you for all you do all year long, even in the rotten weather, even when it's cold. And don't forget the behind the scenes folks, okay, at the post office itself. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. All right, everybody. Just thank you so much for being here for this bonus show. Let me know in the comment section below how much you appreciate the bonus show. I really appreciate you appreciating it. And in the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful short week. This is a short business week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Come on, nobody's thinking about working this week. We're thinking holiday. Even if we're physically present at the job, we're thinking about all the side dishes we have to make or how you plan to kick back and do not much of anything, whatever your plans are. Have a great and safe week of travel as well. All right, everybody, take good care of yourself and your amazing family. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And super thanks are totally, totally appreciated, especially this week. This week would be a great week for it. Take good care. Thank you.